you're not aware, Sony just put out a new firmware update, version 2.0 for the FX3, which is fantastic. I actually just did a full review on it the other day. I'll link it in the description below if you want to check it out. And I've been shooting with it every day since it was released, and I gotta say, I'm having a much better experience on this camera than I was before. The camera was great before, but it's even better now. And it is what it was supposed to be in the first place. And there's actually a couple of updates that I didn't mention in the original review that I want to talk about today, as well as how I have my camera set up with all this new stuff going on in this update. And I really wanted to get out of my house. It's beautiful summer out. I just bought a new house. I'm pretty much spending every day inside working on something or working on videos, and just wanted to get out, breathe some nice fresh air, and just hang out with you guys. Just me and you, just you and me. Just like buds, like best buds. All right, first thing that I haven't heard anybody talk about, that it's so tiny and it's so minor, but it's actually one of my absolute favorite parts of this update. When you're switching from your memory recall modes, your custom shooting modes, from memory recall 1 to memory recall 2, let's say 24p to 60p or 120p, however you got your camera set up before. And still on a lot of the alpha cameras, when switching those modes, you would get like this black confirmation screen with all your settings on it. So you would kind of have to hit the mode and then confirm the mode and then wait till the camera kicks into the mode. But now once you switch from memory recall 1 to 2 or 3, it just switches. It's just, you hit it and then boom, you're ready to shoot right away. I love that. And my first experience with it was when I reviewed the Sony a7 IV. I noticed that they changed it with that, and I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. I noticed it immediately. I don't know if anybody else has noticed it. I've never even heard anybody else talk about it before. Again, it's a really tiny feature, but it's one of my favorites for some reason. I just love the instant ready to rock and roll. No extra buttons, no confirmation screen, just switch over and start shooting right away. Next up, we now have autofocus assist, which is great, which I didn't really bring up in the first video, kind of slipped my mind. I did see it in the settings, but then somebody left a comment and they were like, hey, we got autofocus assist. And I'm like, you're right, I forgot to write that down on my bullet points list. And in case you don't know what autofocus assist means, it's basically exactly what it sounds like. You'll still be in autofocus mode. Sometimes even with the best autofocus systems in the world, you're trying to get that camera to focus on one single thing and it'll just hop around, or it'll think that something's an eye and it latches onto it. And when that happens, just start twisting your focus ring and it'll temporarily kick into manual focus mode and let you focus on exactly what you were trying to get to. And then the AF kicks back in again. It's pretty sweet, nice feature. I like it. I'll probably use it. I have it turned on. Next up is something that I briefly mentioned in the full review, that after having to go back in my camera and fully recustomize it again, because if you didn't know, when you update, whoa, my God, look at these rocks, bro. And I'm wearing Crocs today. Crocs on rocks with socks. I might fox and fall. But as I had to go back in and recustomize my camera because the update fully factory resets your FX3, so you're gonna lose all your custom settings. I realized that I actually like this feature and it's pretty damn useful, and that is being able to swipe up on your touchscreen to get to your function menu. And in a situation like this where I'm obviously in front of the camera and all the controls are on the opposite side, instead of having to give it a good blind reach around, now I don't have to deal with it. I can get to my settings a lot quicker. I could just swipe up on the touchscreen while it's facing me, play with whatever settings I can, and get back to business. It's like no sun over here. Maybe I should get back up to my cat. Got all uphill climb here. Maybe I should get to the top before I talk to you guys.
A few moments later.
All uphill climb. I'm so out of shape. I gotta get my fat ass in the gym. I gotta lose some weight. I gotta get some water. I'll be right back with you. It was all uphill. I was all the way down there. All the way down there. And straight up. I went straight up. The whole way it was up. Down was easy. Up is hard. I'm so out of shape. Alright, nice flat level ground. And just relax a second. Oh, maybe I can go sit on that rock over there. Any bugs on this? The last thing I need is for some red fire ants to crawl into my asshole. Oh, they're all red ants. Jesus Christ, I was just kidding. But they really are. Well, it was one. Hopefully I didn't sit on the whole colony. Now let's talk about using your LUTs as a display LUT versus baking them into your file. Because there seems to be a lot of confusion about this actually. When you're baking your LUTs in, you're not losing any dynamic range. As long as you expose properly, you're still getting the same amount of dynamic range because your camera is still using S-Log3 and then just applying a LUT for you just like you would in post. But if that's not really a route you're interested in going, I would still recommend using your display LUT over the Gamma Display Assist. I've never been a big fan of Gamma Display Assist. I don't think it does an accurate job, and I've had some shots where it looks completely different after I transform it in post than it did on my flip screen. Whereas using the display LUT, it looks exactly how it looks once you bring it in post. Now I'm baking my look in because I just have a simple conversion LUT, and then I'll make some slight adjustments when I get in post. And honestly, I'm thinking about putting out a LUT pack pretty soon, specifically for the FX3, where each LUT will have a conversion LUT built into it, plus a little bit of a creative look on top of it. And I'm gonna make it super cheap, like $5 for, I don't know, 5 to 8 LUTs or something like that. And we'll have a normal conversion LUT in there as well if you're not interested in a creative look. And you'll be able to just add them all in your picture profiles and switch through them, and they'll all have a little bit of different flavor to it. So let me know in the comment section below if that's something you're interested in, and I'll get right to work for you. I don't even know what the fuck that was, but this video is over. I'm keeping this one nice, short, and sweet. I want to get off these rocks. Every time I look out onto this drop, I'm getting a little dizzy. I don't want to pass out and tumble down the hill and then you guys never see this video. So make sure you subscribe, thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Yeah!